joining us is the former and a legendary cricketer, which is Sri who is one of the foundations of Sri Lanka cricket. From the time cricket was introduced to the island, he was one of the orthodox cricket players who is known throughout the country and is still looked up to and respected. And it's a great pleasure to have him along with us today to have his opinion about Dr. White. You have been a cricketer throughout your life and it's been like your career. And you have been a player and now even a match referee, and you have seen players come, go out and being injured. And you yourself have been treated by Dr. White and it has been known as miracle. So what's your opinion about this?
My opinion is just incredible. I'm completely bowled over by Dr. White. I had heard so much about him. I'm very grateful to Mr. Lasit Malik who introduced me to Dr. White. I think it was my good merit to be able to meet him. I've suffered a knee injury 18 years ago and I had surgery. And because I keep playing sport, I've been having a few problems with my knee. And when I came to him, I was optimistic after what Lasit told me. And the amazing thing is, this is hard to believe, but in 12 hours, I've just forgotten my knee. And another problem which I had was, when I get up in the morning and walk to the washroom, I feel like an 8-year-old man. And all of a sudden, in 12 hours, I feel 20 years younger. So what more can any human being ask for? I think he is definitely a miracle man. And I just hope, people in this country will value and treasure him.
So, looking at cricket and injuries, these are two things that go hand in hand, like all kind of sports. And we see cricketers coming into the national team, being injured and being thrown out, they have to suffer, and there is also the after effects of that onto the teams. So in such situation, what's such opinion about Dr. White and his treatments about not using alternative medicines or doping or anything of that sort?
I've always been a fan of alternative medicine. And I think it would be only foolish if we don't use the likes of Dr. White. What I am sorry about is people in other countries, especially India, are just flocking to him and trying to use him exclusively. We will lose him if we don't use him. And it would be a crying shame if we don't use his treatment. You see, he uses alternative medicine. There is nothing wrong with that. And what we need to do is win him over and keep him with us, because the way I see it, for example, the Mumbai Indians, the whole of India will use him ultimately, and we are not going to be having the benefit. And I just earnestly hope that we can keep him supporting Sri Lanka.
That is exactly what was going to be coming up. So, because we see a lot of Sri Lankans not using the scarce resources we have, and this is one miracle we have for ourselves that we can use and get over these injuries and all that, because it's those outsiders who are using our treasures to go over us. So what is your thing? What do you say that we can do to utilize and optimize the services, the great services and these miracles of such Dr. White for our future teams?
Well, if I had any way of conveying this to the people who are concerned, I certainly will, because I think it is a crying shame when I think of what he's capable of doing. It is just a crying shame if we don't use him. To me, he's a national treasure. We need to protect him, use him, and get his services, and he's giving it free for the love of, humanity. Use it and make him feel wanted in this country, because at the way things are going, he's going to be dragged away to another country, and that would be absolutely unbearable.
That is Sri Lanka sharing his opinion about Dr. White.